So you get in a ladder, and where's the ladder at? What's that like?
161st Street in Manhattan, off of Amsterdam Avenue, in a place called Washington Heights.
Washington Heights.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of Dominicans up there.
Oh, my God. Well, when I got there, they were just coming in.
Yeah.
And they took over with blood, man. They killed everybody.
Really?
Oh, they took over the drug business because that was the hub. You had the GW Bridge right there. You had all the parkways to head out to North Brooklyn, or out to Long Island. So everybody would come in and buy their crack and their cocaine.
Yeah.
So it was badass. I mean, they would be shooting all day long.
Was it exciting?
It was.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. And the place was so crowded. It was like full of people with these old broken down tenement buildings. Brownstones tenements, all broken down, 100 years old. The firehouse was 100 years old.
What were some of the environments you went into? Like, did you ever just walk into an environment you're like, oh, well, this is crazy, or like a drug den, or like a
Oh, plenty of drug dens. I mean, every building had a drug apartment where they would sell drugs.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but this one fire that I went to, it was in the middle of the day. It was like the second floor. We pull up, fire's blowing out 4 windows. I mean, it was going good. And so we run out. Now we're second due, which means we go to the floor above the fire. So the first due truck has the fire floor. Second due goes to the floor above, which the floor above is really shitty because
that's where the heat's going up.
That's where everything's going, you know. God. So now we get up the staircase, and it's starting to bank down and get dark. And I see a guy runs past me, no shirt on, no shoes. He's got like a 3-year-old kid under his arm and a hefty bag.
Oh, yeah. So a politician probably.
So he slips by us, you know. So now we're going to take the door in the hallway above the fire apartment. And it's getting smoky. And my boss puts his mask on, but we have to take the door. So I wanted to see a little bit. So I'm hitting the guy's got the Halligan in the door jam, and I'm smashing it with an axe, and he's trying to get a bite on the jam to bust the door open. So finally, we get it. We bust the door open. We put our masks on, and we go in, and we crawling around. And the engine company did a good job. They knocked the fire down pretty fast, you know. So as we're crawling around, it's starting the black smoke starting to go away, and it's getting lighter. And I'm on the floor, and I bump into a dresser. I'm like, oh, now I could start to see a little bit. I put my light on the dresser. All the drawers are open. Stacks of $100s and $50 bills. Every drawer. I mean, no 20s, it was all Coke money.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh my God, you know, I'm still like I'm like my 1 year there, so I'm a junior man.
You're like, I got to get something for Christine.
Well, that's it, you know. I got an angel and a devil on my shoulders, and they're fighting it out, you know. I'm looking at, we're in smoke, so I mean, it ain't like a setup. Nobody's ever gonna know. Yeah. So I'm thinking, oh my God, I could buy myself a new Harley with that money, you know. And then I was like, the angel would be like, oh, you buy the new Harley and you're gonna crash and you'll get paralyzed. And I'm like, oh shit, yeah, that could happen. So now I told the senior man, I said, Eddie, come here, look in this drawers.
Yeah, bring another guy in now.
Senior man, you know, and he's like, holy shit, Tony. He's like, what are we going to do here?
Oh, Eddie's setting you up again.
Yeah, I'm like, you're the senior man. You tell me what to do.
This is dirty tennis, you guys are
I could have
playing.
been stacking thousands in my pocket.
If Eddie would have been like, hey, let's take a little, you have to. Huh?
I would have, yeah.
Yeah, you got to.
Yeah.
I think just to even make sure that it is what it is, get it back home.
Right. I you know, I was young. I had this, it's dirty money. It'll bring me bad juju.
It could have.
Yeah.
You have
never know.
I mean, I think that the karma of it, who knows? Yeah, you don't know.
So the boss walks in, you know, the lieutenant, and he's like, what do you got? And I was like, we got all this drawer full of money, dresser full of money. He's like, oh, I don't see nothing. He was like, I don't know if you ever see Schultz on Hogan's Heroes. He's like, I see nothing. He turns around, and he walks away, you know. So now we're like, so now we go out, and it's still a little smoky, but we could see we don't have our masks on. And there's another room with a padlock on the door. So he's like, take the door. So he puts the adze into the Halligan, and I whack it with the axe.
Yeah.
The door, we bust it open. And Theo, I'm telling you, there was like half the Coke in Manhattan was in there. Bricks all the way to the ceiling on all sides of the walls. A pile of cocaine about 18 inches high on the table. We were like, holy shit. So the boss gets on, tell the battalion, we got a drug apartment, send the PD up. So now we're like waiting for the PD to come. We wanted them to come before the drug dealers got back. So finally two NYPD guys show up, and they're like, yeah, guys, what do you got? I said, well, go in that room and go in that room. I said, that's the money room. That's the coke room. So they both go in, and at the same time, they go, holy shit.
Wow.
They call a backup, you know? So now we're like, my boss is like, we're out of here, you know? We don't want to be nothing part of this whole show here.
I'd have stuck around, man, you know? Like Joey Diaz says, every now and then you bump into a Colombian, you know?
I had this junkie that we kept called 3 times. We got called to the 6th floor. He kept lighting fires to stay warm in the winter.
Yeah.
You know, and he was a young black kid, you know, and so we would have to climb up these vacant stairs. I had to pop a hole in the cinder block walls to get in, vacant building.
And a couple times it's happened.
Yeah. Oh, well, it's the first one. We go up, 6th floor, dark, cold. It's icy. It's about 30 degrees out.
And nice kid?
I have no idea. I got to the back and I see my Irish lieutenant yelling at him. He's like, what the fuck you doing? You can't light a fucking fire, blah, blah, blah. And he was sitting there, and he was in the corner, and I came in, and I put my flashlight on him, and he was looking at me with these eyes, you know, and I was like, God, he had like tombstones in his eyes, you know. And he was only about 16, 17. So we put the fire out, we leave. 2 hours later, we get called back again. Go up, got to climb these stairs. 6 floors, no steps, just risers.
God.
And no lights, it's dark. So now we climb all the way up again. We go through the thing. He lit it up again. Boss is yelling, you can't fucking do this. He's yelling at him and shit. I got the light on him. And the funny part was we just broke into an Entenmann's cake at the firehouse with the vanilla icing that we would keep in the fridge, get it nice and stiff. So as my friend Jeff in the dark, he's putting the fire out, I put the light on him, and he's still got the vanilla icing on his mustache. So
somebody took a piece for the road, Jeff, huh?
The boss is yelling at him.
That's why he was pissed. This guy interrupted his dessert.
Yeah,
huh?
3 companies and a battalion are responding every time. And we got chains on. It's snowing. It's not like no
Right, so you get a lot to get out there.
So the 3rd time, I hear we just got back from something. We went in our bunks. And we get in the bunks, and we're like a little pillow talk before everybody was sleeping. And then before you know it, beam, boom, same box. Here we go again. I hear the boss yelling, fuck, shit, I'll kill that motherfucker.
Yeah, dude. Let him cook at this point.
We're sliding down the poles.
This guy's trying to get to heaven, and you guys keep...
Oh, my God.
You guys keep coming in and ruining his trip.
3rd time, so we're in the rig, and I said to my friend Jeff, I says, let's tell the boss, don't even come up the stairs, we'll take care of it. And surprisingly, he agreed. So when we got to the door, I says, Lou, we'll take care of it, you stay down here. So me and Jeff go up, my diehard battery died on me. So I had like no light left. I'm trying to follow Jeff's light, and we're going up just on the rises, and then there's no platform, so you got to like lean over your step to get on. And when you get to the 5th or 6th floor, you're looking down at this skeleton staircase.
What?
Yeah, so now we go through the dark apartment again. He's in there again. Now he's got candles burning because we broke his bucket up. We smashed it all up. So we're like, holy shit. So now Jeff is like leaning into him, and he says, listen, you can't fucking do this anymore. And Jeff's like the good cop, you know. I'm the bad cop. So I lean into him. I look at him. I says, we come back here again, I'm throwing you out that fucking window. And he just looked at me, you know. And that was it. That was the last time we went back. We left there. We took his candles. But years later, I would see that kid's face looking at me, and it made me feel so bad. A wasted life like that, you know. Yeah. Heroin. He had the works, everything.
That's scary. And the fact that he kept going back to do it, it's just that power of addiction, you know?
It was cold.
Oh. Well, I guess it'd keep you warm.
Yeah, he was in a vacant, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. A lot of shit like that. Vacants were disgusting.
Because it's just, anybody could be doing anything, huh?
Squatters. Yeah, they're shitting on the floor, they're drugs, needles, and you're crawling around in there because you still have to save them.
Oh.
Yeah, vacant fires.
Yeah, do you start to develop a certain like attitudes towards humanity or drug users or society?
Absolutely. Call them skells. They're all skells.
Yeah.
To us back then, you know. And matter of fact, on my block, we had a tight block, 161st Street. Mm-hmm. And we had a bodega, a gypsy cab dispatcher, a whorehouse, and a bunch of drug apartments.
Yeah.
And it was a busy block. And we had two guys on the block that were almost there the whole time I was there, and they were the lookouts. And one guy was bald, and we called him 8-Ball. And the other guy always had a hat, and we called him the Hat. So, and the funny part was they would watch our cars for us, so nobody would break into the cars and shit. But I mean, I would see every agency there is come down and raid our block through the years I was there. ATF, Manhattan Tactical North. The CIA, I mean everything. I tell you who was the worst ones was the FBI.
Yeah.
They come down with machine guns, and I've never seen anybody that, and then they clear the street. They hit all the apartments. It's amazing.
I bet they were all just visiting that whorehouse. I bet.
The whorehouse.
Yeah.
I would inspect it now and then. I'd go in there with my hat and that thing, and they'd all be looking at me, and I'll be like, "What the fuck you want?" Like, I got to inspect this place,
What was it like in some of those joints? Was it interesting in there? Was it just women trying to just survive? Most of those types of people?
Some middle-aged, young, not too young, Dominican women. I guess they took care of the cab drivers and stuff, and they had the different rooms. Everybody had their little bed in there.
Just trying to survive.
And I would inspect it, okay, I got you got condoms? The condoms are here?
Making sure the alarm works, ladies.
Yeah, they would be like, come on. Some of them, the prostitutes would be like, get the fuck out of here, man. They'd be up all night. They didn't want nothing to do with me.
Oh, I'm sure.